Welcome to Ready to Mosh, a podcast all about rock, metal and alternative music. I'm Kev P.
And I'm Gem G. Each episode will bring you the latest news, talk about new releases, and review gigs and festivals that we've been to. There'll be a smattering of guest interviews and a lot of random chat.
As well as the podcast, you can also find us on Twitter and Instagram. Just search at Ready to Moshcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Ready to Mosh. This is another beer cast and we're recording this a week before download. As this goes out, we'll be probably either taking the tent down, we might be on the M1 driving home, we might even have made it as far as McDonald's for our traditional post-download breakfast.
Yeah, and in this episode we're going to give our opinion on who we think will headline or make an appearance in Download 2023.
And just a quick disclaimer that, as I said, we're recording this a week before download, so if anything gets announced during the festival, then you heard it here first. We had no idea.
Okay, should we talk about the different, maybe the something like the second stage or people that we think...
Yeah, just people...
Make an appearance that won't actually headline the main stage first?
Yeah, we'll save the headliners till last in true festival fashion, I suppose. Who have you got there to just be there then?
So I've got a few... outside shots that could arguably headline the second stage.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they make an appearance. So I've got Enter Shikari.
Same, given that they're recording a new album at the moment and they're not there this year.
Yeah, so they have a potential to headline the second stage. I think they've done it before.
They have.
And they've headlined the Avalanche as well.
Yeah, so definitely be there in some position, I think.
I've also got the Pretty Reckless because they were due to be here this year. But they pulled out quite late on.
Yeah, I've actually got Distillers for the same reason.
Okay. So I think it depends on what their schedule is for 2023. All of these bands I had a look at and I can't see, there's no touring dates for next year, so there's no massive tours for them.
Yeah, I think if they're free, given that they've pulled out from this year, probably be there. And similarly, since we last recorded and we went through who we want to see, we've found out that Wednesday 13 has pulled out.
Oh, do you know what? I'd not even considered having Wednesday as an option.
Neither had I till last minute. I suddenly thought, if he's not there this year, then given that the new album's out later this year and the alleged UK tour's going off, he might...
October time, I think.
The album?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a good shout, potentially, for next year.
I totally forgot about that. Okay. As another kind of big outside shot, who would probably headline the second stage, I've got Disturbed.
Oh.
It's been a while since they've been at Download.
That is a good shout. I can't remember when they were last there, to be honest. They were supposed to be either on 2020 or 21, weren't they?
I think it was 20 they were supposed to be there.
Yeah, and they just seem to have vanished again at the moment.
Yeah, so that's one that's an outside shot.
A similar vein from me then is Offspring.
I've actually got them down.
Have you? Yeah, because they've been on one of the previous last 2 years' versions.
Yeah, I feel they will headline the second stage and actually do it this time.
Which would be good because we've not seen them.
Yeah, not seen them yet.
Get them ticked off.
I've got Paramore.
Okay, yeah. They have reformed.
Yeah,
maybe?
and nobody's really talking too much about them at the moment.
No, I think when they first came back it was mentioned, wasn't it?
Yeah,
a bit.
As a possible.
Yeah.
But nothing ever got confirmed, and I suspect it will also kind of add to Live Nation's sort of gender splits.
That's a good point as well. Get more female-fronted or female featuring bands on the bill.
Yeah, I think Paramore could easily do that. They've got the fan base. No reason why they can't. Then I've got a couple more that I think could headline second stages.
Okay.
So I've got Limp Biscuit.
That's a good shout as well. They're coming over here later this year, aren't they?
Yeah.
But not doing any festivals, I don't think. So
no, they're just solo appearances. They're just show appearances. They're not. And
given how quickly they sold out, they'd definitely pull the crowd, wouldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Arguably, they could headline a main stage, but they do draw a crowd. So that's another one I've got as potential headliner for the second stages.
Okay, I've got one, not necessarily headliner for second stage, but definitely think high up, Architects.
I think they could headline second stage.
Yeah, I think they could do,
but I don't know. They're selling out arenas.
I say they're doing well on their arenas, aren't they? And I think, have they got a new album coming up? They've had a new single out.
Yeah.
So I think they've got potential to headline, but I don't know if they would, depending who else is there. They might, maybe if Enter Shikari headline, they might be second headliner, sub-headliner.
Well, they could even co-headline, which is something we saw in Leeds. The Leeds Festival.
Download don't tend to do that, do they?
I can't remember it ever happening at Download.
No.
But obviously they're both Live Nation events, so who knows?
Yeah, but I think they'll definitely make an appearance. It's just as to where they'll fit, really.
I've got one more selection for the smaller stages.
Yeah.
Faith No More.
Oh.
Gulp. Ooh.
Yeah. Did they cancel a tour recently?
They've cancelled all of this year. So they've cancelled this year and said they hope to come back soon.
So that leaves them open for next year.
So that leaves them open for 2023. Because they weren't postponements, they were actual cancellations.
Yeah. A couple of others I've got just for possibly second stage or any of the smaller stages. While She Sleeps.
Okay.
Because they're not there this year and they've been doing
weren't they scheduled to be there in one of the early ones?
I can't remember. They did pilot.
Oh, that's maybe what I'm thinking of.
So I think, again, they could potentially headline second stage or possibly Avalanche, maybe. I think we might see Wargasm back again on a higher position.
Yeah, I'd actually got Wargasm wrote down. I was thinking about where they'd kind of fit and the fact that they're opening the main stage this year.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll get a higher slot on a second stage. Maybe kind of like, I don't know, early afternoon on a Saturday maybe?
Yeah, I can see that happening. Anything else you've got smaller band-wise?
Not for the smaller bands that aren't the main headliners. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think that's all of mine for smaller stages, I think. Others might spring into my head as we go along.
Okay. Okay, we're going to move into a few changes that we think is going to happen next year because it's the
20-year anniversary.
I was trying to bring myself not to say it. I feel so old. So it's the 20-year anniversary of Download next year, and we both think there are going to be some huge changes to the actual festival.
Yeah, they've already come out and said it's going to be something special, haven't they? So. But what?
Within usual Download vagueness.
Of course, because obviously they'll want to wait till tickets are on sale or get people buying some early bird tickets first before they actually tell us what's cracking off.
Yeah, exactly. So, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first? I've got 3 things that I think is going to happen.
No, you go first, because I've not really got anything specific in this line, really. I had one thing which we've previously discussed.
I think is the same thing, isn't it? Okay, should we start with that?
Yeah.
So I think that Download Festival is actually going to go to 4 days next year.
Yes, I think that too. I know that Bloodstock did similar last year for their 20th anniversary.
They did. And is it Hellfest that's done 7 days?
Well, it's over 2 weekends, isn't it? So I can't remember the exact lineup. Is it's two full weekends?
2 full weekends, yeah. But yeah, I think it's going to be 4 days, just because it's a huge event and they're really going to want to go to town with it.
So I wonder if that would therefore be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday full of music, or the Monday as an extra full music day, and you still get your Wednesday, Thursday.
I think they might offer essentially you can come in on a Tuesday and almost have like a week.
Which is what Glastonbury do, I think. I think people go there from Tuesday.
Yeah, so you could have a week at the festival. So you could go there Tuesday and come home Monday.
So almost a full-on holiday.
Almost, yeah. Obviously, the ticket prices will definitely reflect that.
You say that. I mean, I know Bloodstock did the extra day with no additional cost, I think. But obviously this is
Bloodstock are
they're independent. So I can't see Live Nation giving us that treat, really.
That, no. I've got a couple more things that I think may happen.
Yeah.
I think, so at the moment, Download Festival is a standalone event. Download is the second highest festival for capacity in the UK. There's only Glastonbury that's higher.
Yeah, Leeds and Reading are smaller, aren't they?
They're smaller, but people treat them as being higher because of they combine the capacity. So what I think is going to happen is there's going to be an increase to the size of the capacity. Yeah.
How can they do that, though?
Okay, so this brings me on to my next point.
Okay.
I think it's possible that the festival, for a one-off, is going to expand its regions. So they've already done it in other countries, but why would they not do it in the UK?
Well, they did it in, was that 2003 or 4? They had that one day in Scotland.
Yeah, in Glasgow.
Yeah.
But if they did a whole weekend, so we're in the Midlands, and they could do 2 or even 3. So you could be in the Midlands and the Friday band could come to you on the Saturday,
A bit like the Leeds Reading.
Like Leeds Reading.
About. So same lineup, but they just...
Same lineup, and they just move everybody around.
Possibly. Again, I can see if they do that, maybe one in Scotland.
Yeah, well, part of the reason I'm thinking that, the Download Festival keeps shrinking. For instance, this year, all of the camping's moved around because of new housing developments around Castle Donington. And there's lots and lots of planning applications going there. So it's only a matter of time, I think, before we end up losing a lot of the festival. Potentially gets moved. I mean, it's going to probably move more than anything else just because of how popular it is. But if it expands in size, it could expand in size but do 3 different areas, 2 or 3 different areas, and then they rotate the lineups. But it's still the same lineups.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
And it becomes the highest capacity event in the UK. I know Live Nation take a little kind of swipe at Glastonbury. Okay. Yep. So anyway, they're kind of like a few things that I think may happen.
Is that your lot on that?
That's my lot on that, yeah.
I've just got a couple of non-music related predictions of what will definitely be there, I think. I think we'll definitely see Easy Cheesy stalls.
Oh, God, of course.
And I think Fat Frank will be there.
Fat Frank's always there.
And... actually, this one is music related. I think in some form we'll see Corey Taylor.
Yeah, I should have probably said that. I think he'll be there this year in some form.
I think if he's going to be there, it'll be with Steel Panther probably.
Yeah,
He'll turn up.
He can't stay away.
Yeah. Anyway.
Right, let's crack on with main stage download predictions.
I think we may be going snap on a few of these.
I think on at least 2.
At least 2, possibly 3.
3.
Where are we starting?
Start with what we think we're going to match on.
Okay, I think the first one is Ghost.
Yes, agreed. If they don't headline, something's gone wrong.
I would say that as well. Having seen them live, again, in April, they were epic, weren't they?
To the point that we looked at trying to get tickets to go to Berlin to go and watch them again.
Or Barcelona. Yeah.
But just couldn't get the flights to match.
We couldn't, no, sadly. I know that when they were doing the UK tour, it did spark a debate in quite a few of the Download Facebook groups. People were saying yes, they could. And a lot of people saying, oh, no, they couldn't. But the ones who said yes, they could saw them on
I've actually seen them, yeah.
Just given how much they've, improved their live performance. We saw them at Sonisphere in 2014.
I don't think I did. I think you saw them.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay. They were like mid-afternoon at Sonisphere. And
I'd forgot they were at Sonisphere.
Yeah, I mean, it was only a short set, about half an hour, but yeah, they're definitely headliners now. They're headlining one day at Hellfest. Yeah. They're selling out arenas everywhere.
Why would they not? It's insanity if they don't get booked as headliners.
Yeah. So anyway, that's definitely a common thread.
Yep. Okay.
What you got next?
What? That I think that's going to match?
Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizon.
Yes.
Again, they've got to give a push to these bands. So they've got to give pushes to Ghost. They've got to give pushes to Bring Me the Horizon. Because some of the older bands, like you look at, we've got Iron Maiden this year, they're not going to be around forever. Sabbath aren't going to be around forever. They've got to start taking a punt on people. They've got to.
Definitely. And given that they've just done their Malta Weekender, which I don't know if it was sold out, but it was definitely highly attended over there. And they're headlining Leeds and Reading this year. So they've got headliner credentials. Yeah. So, yeah, I think, and it's been mooted about for the last few years, really, that they should be there. So I think we'll see them there.
I'm not a huge fan of those guys, but I think they deserve to be there.
Yeah.
I've no problem with bands headlining. I might not like them, but if they've paid the dues, they've put the graft in over the years, then by all means.
Well, yeah, they've definitely got the longevity and the back catalogue to do it as well, haven't they? They've been around, I don't know how long, a long time.
Okay, who's next?
My other one, basing this on a 3-day event, I'd got Metallica.
I've also got Metallica.
Just because they're
long overdue.
They're stalwarts of the stalwarts of the download headliner. Really, they've not been there for a while.
They've not been there a long time. I'm trying to think when it was. 2016,
I think,
something like that. It's got to be
15 or 16.
Yeah,
we've not seen them there since 2012.
2012, yeah. Kind of waffling a little there, but yeah, Metallica. I just think they will headline. It's been a while since they've been there. Again, they always pull crowds, so. I've got another one that I think if it goes to a 4-day like thing is Rammstein.
Okay, yeah, they could do. Again, they're one that's been overdue.
Yeah,
to be there. They're obviously doing their stadium tour here this year, and then there was the whole hoo-ha about are they doing a stadium tour next year, which just fizzled out, didn't it?
Yeah, and kind of disappeared. But even the dates around that worked for download.
Yeah. Okay. My other one, if we do go to 4 days, AC/DC.
I've also got those down as an outside shot, yeah. Outside shot, I think AC/DC maybe.
Okay.
I don't know on the state of how the current lineup is, though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So definitely an outside punt.
Yeah. And then I've got one more outsider.
I've got 2.
Okay, go with yours.
One of mine, this might be more of a wish than a expectation.
I'm going to take a guess. Is it Green Day?
No.
Oh. Foo?
No. Motley Crue.
I did look at Motley Crue. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I do and I don't. Part of me thinks, again, they've not been there for a long time. They're doing their farewell tour at the moment in the USA, but part of me thinks, are they going to bring that over here and just do their own either stadium or arena shows?
Anyway.
I
think that's more likely.
Yeah, I do as well. But it would be good to see them. I mean, either way, if they did either, I'd see them. But
Secret Set, maybe.
Maybe. Again, like Aerosmith did it on their alleged farewell tour, didn't they, in 2017? So it could be, I think. What's your other one? My
final one is Muse.
Oh, not even thought of those.
Yeah, nobody ever does. But they have headline download before.
They have, yeah.
And always put on a great show. They've always regularly voted as being one of the best live bands in the world.
Yeah, not a massive fan, but I would watch them at a festival.
So I think they could be a possible outside shot.
Okay.
Who's your last one?
My final one is, given that he keeps postponing his farewell tour, no more tours, are they going to wheel Ozzy out one more time? Again, he's a download legend, isn't he? So
he is. The fact that he's cancelled so many times on this tour, he can't be in a good way.
Yeah.
He can't be in a good way.
It's not going to be reliable to be there, is he? But, I don't know, maybe they'll leave it like a little bit of a door open and add him in last minute, maybe.
Maybe.
If he's up to it.
They may bring him on. Again, he may make a guest appearance.
He could do, yeah.
He could support, I don't know. Looking at who we've kind of picked out. Strangely, maybe somebody like Ghost will bring it. Because did Ghost cover Metallica songs, or did they cover a lot of...
Ghost have covered Enter Sandman as part of the Black... What was it called?
It was the
album.
Yeah.
The one they did last year that's just full of covers of the Black album.
You know, he may come out and make a surprise appearance with Ghost, or... He kind of fit into the theatrics of Ghost.
That's true, yeah.
Or maybe Bring Me the Horizon.
Sorry, I've just had another thought talking of theatrics, Alice Cooper.
Oh, I would love Alex Cooper to be there, but he won't.
Just a thought, because he's doing his arena tour at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah. I've not even thought about Alice Cooper. But...
No, I hadn't until you just said the word theatrics, and he's like the first thing you think of, isn't it?
Yeah, he's the king of it. I think that's all of our download predictions then, is it?
Yeah, I've got one final one.
Oh, all right, another final one.
Another final one who'll be there.
Thing.
One more thing is who will be there, me and you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm predicting we will definitely be there.
Yes. And on that note...
What?
I don't know, we'll finish.
Oh.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you for listening as always. If you like what you've listened to, then do give us a follow. And don't forget you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Ready2Moshcast. And if the official announcement hasn't been made yet for next year, then let us know who you think will be there.
Bye.
Make it stop, Moog.